Of the Boston Marathon bombing trial and reliving the dramatic takedown of the bombers.
Police and neighbors told jurors about the bullets and bombs flying through Watertown in the middle of the night as the brothers tried to make their escape. And in a surprise move, the jurors got an up-close look at the blood-soaked boat where Dzhokhar Tsarnaev was finally captured.
WBZ's Jim Armstrong has been covering this trial from day one. He joins us now live from federal court with what happened today. Jim?
Jonathan, several witnesses today explained how they watched Tamerlan and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev park two cars right in the middle of Laurel Street in Watertown. One was the black Mercedes SUV they had carjacked. The other was the green Honda Civic they had been driving throughout that week. Witnesses say they watched the brothers go between the two vehicles, pull out ammunition, pull out bombs, and throw bombs at police officers, including a couple of pipe bombs that did not explode. We'll show you one of them in the story you're about to see. The jury saw those pipe bombs themselves just a couple of hours ago. Neighbors here on Laurel Street were terrified that night, but some, like Andrew Kitzenberg, took these pictures, which are now official evidence. Kitzenberg was on the stand today along with several Watertown police officers, all detailing the moments after the Tsarnaev brothers killed MIT officer Sean Collier and carjacked Dun Meng. The duo lobbing several bombs in Watertown, including a pressure cooker. It was incredible. It was horrendous, very loud, a lot of debris. Debris rained down, explained Sergeant John McClellan. My eyes were shaking violently in my head. I couldn't see straight. I was still being shot at. Another sergeant, Jeffrey Pugilis, went to the scene after he was off the clock just to help out. He arrived to find his men shouting, "Sarge, Sarge, get down, they're shooting at us," and yelling at the Tsarnaevs, "Give it up, give it up." Pugilis would later tackle Tamerlan Tsarnaev to the ground, only to look up and see Dzhokhar flooring the carjacked SUV right at them. He kept going right over his brother, testified Watertown officer Joe Reynolds. MBTA officer Dick Donahue was shot in the groin at that scene. Jurors heard how Donahue lost all of the blood in his body on Laurel Street and was dead for close to 45 minutes before doctors were incredibly able to resuscitate him. Dzhokhar would soon be hiding inside this boat, where hours later he'd be arrested. The jury heard from law enforcement who were there, but also this morning they took a surprise trip to an undisclosed location where they got to see the boat itself up close. Associated Press reporter Denise Lavoie was there.
But the bullet holes seem to be concentrated a little bit high on the boat, and we are thinking perhaps he lay below, lower than the bullet holes. That's what only we can imagine.
When testimony came to an end today, Judge George O'Toole thanked the jury for their time, as he sometimes does, but he also gave them a bit of a warning. He said sometimes jurors get curious about the things they're hearing about in court and take it upon themselves to learn more. He admonished this jury, however, to under no circumstances go anywhere near Watertown themselves to see all the locations they heard about today firsthand. Jury will get back to work first thing tomorrow morning, at which point we will hear from David Henneberry. He is the former owner of the Slipaway 2, the boat in which Dzhokhar Tsarnaev hid for so many hours that April day. Live in Boston, Jim Armstrong, WBZ News. Jonathan?
All right, Jim, thank you.